Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Be Brave podcast mini minute series with me, your host, Grace. In today's super short episode, we are going to be chatting about a few things I wish I knew before starting recovery. Before we begin today's episode, I would like to remind you that each individual experiences an eating disorder differently. So if you didn't or don't experience some of the things mentioned today, I want you to remember that your experience is still valid. One thing I wish I knew more about before I began recovery was bloating. For many people at the start of recovery, bloating is a huge struggle. It feels like your stomach is always tight and like it's sticking out like crazy. Firstly, I would like to remind you that at the moment you are probably hyper aware of your body. So while it may feel like your stomach is huge, it probably doesn't appear that way to others. And even if it did, it doesn't matter what they think. I would also like to reassure you that whilst the bloating is uncomfortable and annoying right now, it will go away once you begin to nourish your body regularly and adequately. For now, embrace the baggy clothes, the hot water bottles, warm tea, and heat packs. I know you can get through this. Another thing I wish I knew more about, or something I wish I heard other people talk about, was healing hunger. I get it, I really do. Healing hunger can feel so intense, but you are not alone. So many people experience this after a period of restriction. Whether you are clinically underweight or not is irrelevant to your body, who is just trying to get you back to a point of stability. Don't let yourself forget that your body is on your team and it only ever wants the best for you. If your body tells you it's hungry, it's not saying that because it has some ulterior motive of wanting you to gain weight. It's giving you that signal because it knows what you need. The best way to get through healing hunger is by honoring all hunger. That means mental and physical. The more you honor your hunger, the faster you will move through the healing hunger phase. I know it can feel so scary, but as someone who's been through it, I promise it gets better and that nothing bad happened. In fact, I wouldn't be where I am now without it. Another difficult aspect of recovery is body dysmorphia. At the beginning of recovery, it can be so hard to trust what we see in the mirror. So, I find it's better to just not look. It will take time for body dysmorphia to go away, so you can't trust what you see in the mirror or what your mind tells you about your appearance. I find it's best to avoid body checking of any sort and to try to focus your attention on something else, like hobbies or distractions or friends or family. Another thing I wish more people spoke about was that recovery takes time. I'm so proud of you for doing the opposite of what your eating disorder says and for fighting. But don't forget that even once we change our actions, our minds still need time to catch up. Don't be disheartened if things feel difficult. It's normal. It takes time and lots of rewiring, but you will get there. Just give yourself grace and give yourself time. Lastly, I wish more people spoke about the fact that there's no wrong way to recover. Maybe you've started recovery alone. Maybe you have a meal plan. Maybe a family member is portioning all of your meals. Or maybe you've gone all in. There are so many paths to recovery, and you have to choose the one that works for you. It's really easy to get caught up in social media with people recovering aesthetically and in particular ways, and then to think to yourself that you have to do that too, or that you have to be the same as someone else. Every path to recovery is valid. It doesn't matter how fast you get there or in what way. It just matters that your end goal is a life without an eating disorder. I know that recovery can seem like a daunting task. I know it may sometimes feel like it's not even worth it or like it won't even work. But as someone who has been through it, I can promise you that it is worth it. I know recovery seems scary and big, but you can and you will make it through. It will get easier and it will get better. You are so strong, you are enough, and you are worthy of recovery. Until next time, keep being brave.